Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Chasing the Sun, where we do everything RV and van life, full-time living. Today, I'm going to do one of my most requested videos. I'm going to stay at another rest area. The last video I did, I was forced to do it sort of in a semi-emergency situation in Minneapolis a couple of months ago. Couldn't find a place, wasn't familiar with Minneapolis boondocking situation. If you don't know what boondocking is, it's where you park somewhere as stealthily as possible, meaning you're not drawing attention to yourself. Of course, you don't have any hookups or anything, but you can park by the side of the road or in a neighborhood, a Love's, truck stop, rest area, Cracker Barrel, some Walmarts. That's how I'm able to do what I do. And let me introduce myself. My name is Eric Hobach. I'm 52 years old. I live in this thing. It's the Betty Lou. She's a 1986 Sunland Express, Toyota Sunland Express cruiser, and she's 20 foot long. She's got the legendary 22RE engine, and I've been doing this full time for a couple of years now. So, yep, that's what we're doing today. I'm in the most central, just about as central in the middle of Indiana as you can get without being in Indianapolis. And I just thought, while I'm traveling to family and friends, I would knock out one of these videos. I've been sitting low in southern Indiana, right across from Louisville. Just want to take a minute to say, hey, it was great to meet you subscribers that I met, that I've never met in Louisville. It was really, really great. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. I would like to do more of that in the future. Also want to say I love you to my kids and my best friends, Mike and Todd, and everybody here. I don't want to forget anybody, but and Elijah is my favorite kid in the world, except for Claire and my grandson Gray. So what an amazing gift to be around people that you love. It's 2020, the late December, around Christmas time, and like I said, I've been sitting low, grateful to one of my best friends in the world, Todd and Lisa, who allowed me to stay at their place. I don't know what I did to deserve them as the best people in the world, besides my kids in my life. It's a blessing. Okay, so back to the video. So today we're staying in a rest area, and like I said, it's one of the most requested videos that I get. People are like, they hit me on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, even Twitter, which I don't check very much, guys. Sorry if you're trying to get a hold of me on Twitter. I'll try to do better, but 52 years old. I don't really understand Twitter. We got a pretty good following on it, but anyway. So your best place to get me is the email that I always put below, or Facebook. It's probably the best. And I listen to Instagram as well. But do another rest area. Do another rest area. I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm just outside of Louisville in southern Indiana. I'm headed north, going to go through Indianapolis, and then I'm going to turn west on 74 and go see other people that I love in Danville, Illinois, and Champaign, Illinois. And if you've watched the channel before, you know that's where people are that I love. I went to high school and college there, so got lots of love there. So the big questions that I get are, we were stranded, just like I was in Minneapolis. We're stranded, we didn't know what to do. We got stopped, or we got the knock. We got the dreaded knock. I've never had the knock. I'm guarantee you that someday that I will get the knock, because my rig is not very stealthy. It's a big, it's a small RV, but it's a freaking RV. Yeah, my friend John in Wilmington, North Carolina, is like, dude, you ever get stopped? I'm like, yeah, I've gotten stopped at once. I got a ticket for not having my belt on, and I had my belt on, and I don't want to talk about that because I was mad. And he's like, yeah, dude, because, you see you driving by, and then you are in that car, and you look like, you got 14 pounds of weed in the back of your rig. And I'm like, is that what I look like? Yeah, I don't drink or smoke or do drugs or anything like that. I'm pretty straight edge, but yeah. So my rig is hard to disguise. It's you look at it and you're like, that's probably some big dude in there. That's me. But I do it all the time, and that's one of the things I do on the channel is I educate. I'm an educator, and it's way easier to get under the radar in a van and than it is in an RV. But here we are, people with specifically RVs. Sandy and Gary Hey guys, thanks for the question. And they asked not to be mentioned their last names, but so I would say hi to you guys. The questions are always amazing, guys. Love them. It's about time for me to do another question and answer. I've got so many racked up. But they have a Class C. It's way bigger than mine, and they're a little bit more limited. Definitely, like I said, than the vans. I taught them about the Cracker Barrel, the Love's truck stops, all of the truck stops. Rest areas are a really good place, and I wouldn't plan a cross-country trip doing only rest areas, although that might not be a bad idea to show you guys how easy it is to do. So let me just say, most of them say no overnight parking or 4-hour limit, 6-hour limit, whatever. If you get in, and here's the rules of staying at a rest area. If you get in late, if you're quiet, if you leave early, you shouldn't ever have a problem. I was reading an article recently. I mentioned this in the Minneapolis rest area where I stayed overnight. I think the head state trooper in North Carolina is like, yes, we have a 6-hour limit, but we don't want to push people out who are tired. That's not his job, is to push tired people out. Now, when you get to the rest area, don't drink, don't do drugs, because you never know, because I don't know the rules in all 50 states. Protect yourself. Be careful, guys. I love you guys. I care about you guys. You should never be drinking inside a vehicle. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care how mad you get at me. Don't drink in a vehicle. It's just not smart. Certainly don't do drugs or even marijuana, even if it's legal. If you have to move and they see that you're impaired, you may get a big, huge ticket and lose your license. So that's what we're doing today on Chasing the Sun. I'm kind of excited about that, to get back on the road. It's been a couple of weeks I've been off, a few weeks I've been off, staying at my buddy's house, like I said, and I'm kind of itching. As much as I'm going to miss them, as much as I love them so much, my life is on the road and meeting people and all of that. So, all right. Taking off here in a minute. I'm going to do the final, we do a safety check. I check all the fluids. I clean everything. And then me and Wolfie are going to get on the road to the rest area in central Indiana. Thanks for watching, guys. Please hit that subscribe button. Smash the bell button, because I need more subscribers. Thanks, guys. Stay tuned for the rest of this video.
Okay, so we are getting ready to go. Doesn't look like I'm ready, does it? Look at this place. Man, I got burley wood stuff everywhere. Christmas presents. It's crazy. Just wanted you all to see what we look like before we get organized. I'll show you what we look like when we take off. All right, we're here at the rest area. There's the Betty Lou. There's not very many people here. I forgot that it gets dark so early. We got here, we immediately cooked dinner for me and Wolfie, and we've got all the lights off, and that's the trick, that's the key. Nobody's gonna notice us, the lights, nobody will see the lights. And we can basically stay here. It's about 8 o'clock at night, and we're gonna pull out of here about 5 in the morning. All right, so I moved. It's about 10 o'clock at night. We're getting ready to lay down. There were just too many trucks over there. There's a better place for Wolfie to go pee. And I like being under the light. Some people don't, but I do. So yeah, we just had a minor adjustment, and we're getting ready to go to bed. We're gonna sleep like babies, I bet. Bed, Wolfer. Just wanted to show you guys real quick. The temperature in here is a balmy 62. It's beautiful. The reason I'm showing you that is because in the next video, I think we're going to be in some really, really cold temperatures. So it's nice to start out this way, but we're going to the Hoosier National Forest and it's going to get chilly. So I don't have the flash on. I wanted you all to see how bright it is in here, and I'm going to cover that up like a little bit of light coming in like that, but this will affect how I sleep, so I'll show you what I'm doing with that. Okay, so you don't need to adjust anything. I've just put up the blanket. So the same place where we had all kinds of light now. It's hard to see. This camera isn't great on the phone. There you go, nice and dark. You hear that rain? Oh man. It is one of my favorite sounds on the earth. I never get tired of it, it never gets old. Morning guys, waking up in a freezing cold Henryville, Indiana, central Indiana, south central Indiana. Oh my goodness, we didn't have any problem staying at the rest area. Super easy. Anyone can stay at a rest area, guys. It's no big deal. Arrive late, be quiet when you get there, and leave early. You know, this, even because they have a sign that says you shouldn't park there really doesn't mean anything. Just be respectful, and you know, it's always a pretty good bet. So thanks for watching this one, guys. If you have any questions, hit me up below. Sorry I'm freezing to death. It's not how cold it is, it's about 25, it's the wind. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Remember, you have to get up every single day and do one thing to get you closer to your dreams, guys. I'll see you on the next one.